welcome to our practice today, a gentle reset with some focus on après shoveling, post shoveling, after shoveling.
I did yesterday.
I did twice yesterday.
Yeah.
My husband's up and has the driveway cleared before I even out of bed.
Well, that is a nice thing, yes.
Crazy.
Yes.
Out there at 6 in the morning.
Keep them.
Keep that one, yeah, just for that one thing. Yeah, my son was home, so he did my shoveling. And then my husband got home last night and he snow blowed, so I haven't had to shovel yet or snow blow. I only do it if I'm like snowed in and I have to get the snow blower to get out of the driveway. Otherwise, I just look at it. And I have a long driveway, a very long driveway, so it gets a lot. Okay, well, let's release some tension in our lower backs, post shoveling or any other thing. We'll sit up nice and tall, relax our shoulders down and away from our ears and start to bring our awareness within. Letting go of our day, any thoughts that aren't serving us in a good way, let them go. It's okay to give your brain a break from thinking. Releasing tension today, inviting in relaxation. Breathing in, we feel our lungs expanding out to the sides. Breathing out. Feeling the lungs. Release the air. And moving through breath at our own pace. Bringing our entire awareness to an in-breath and an out-breath. Loosening up our spine today, our shoulders, hips, and our lower back. Bringing our left hand down to the mat, let's take a gentle tip over to the left side. See how the back is feeling, over to the other side on an exhale. So modifications for our neck. We're holding our head as we flow side to side. And that's a good modification to add any time to any of the poses supporting our neck and our spine. One or two more of these flows side to side. Mixing it up a bit today. We'll go to our flowing mountain, breathing in, reaching up, breathing out, bringing our hands back down towards Mother Earth. Inhale, reaching, exhale, bringing the hands back towards Mother Earth. All on your own, at your own pace. Feeling where our sit bones connect us to the land and feel that gift of air. Touching your skin, your arms, as your arms move through. On our next flow, holding our hands up at the top, bringing our palms together and turning our chest towards our left knee, just turning towards the left side and then over to the other side. See how that feels. Come back to center and bring our hands down to our fronts of our knees, palm or the backs of our hands, fronts of our knees. Draw our shoulders up and then reach the hands away. Up and down. So some shoulder shrugs, reaching long and then drawing the shoulders up. More. Now our hands to hold onto our knees and some circles. Let's turn our chest to the right side, right knee, reach around to the front and come up and across. So reach long. On an inhale, we come up. On an exhale, we're diving forward, stirring up our back. Inviting in a relaxation. One more. We'll pause up at the top of that in-breath. And exhale, going the opposite direction, coming around, So now our chest is first reaching to the left knee, then the front of the mat, and then up. Releasing that tension in our lower back today. One more. We pause again up at the top, and we'll take our hands one more time, backs of the hands to the front of the knees, and right ear towards right shoulder, maybe reaching a little more with the left hand. So we have lots of space being created down this whole side of the left side. Bring it up, left ear towards left shoulder, maybe reaching your right hand further towards the floor. Gravity doing the work here, so we don't have to push anything. Lifting our chin back up. Now hands to knees, turn our chin towards our shoulder. Now we're twisting our neck a little bit, so chin comes around. Inhale to center, exhale over to the other side. And notice how that connects to your back, side to side. Last one. We'll keep our chin all the way over to our left shoulder. Take the right hand over to the left knee. So we're adding this on as a twist, our regular twist. Left hand back behind us. Crickety crackety. All the way over to the other side. It's like going to the chiropractor without having gone to the chiropractor. All right, coming back to center, seated cat and cow. So we can tuck and roll, maybe hold on. Oh, I'm there, I'm cracking now too. Inhale, open up. Exhale, cat. You draw your elbows right around your rib cage on the inhale, on the exhale. Tuck chin, draw belly button to spine. A few more. So we're releasing stillness. Now adding in some movement. One more cat, one more cow. And moving to all fours. So if it feels okay to be on all fours today, we'll move there on our knees, or we can do our cat and cow once again on standing or on a chair. So let's move into our cat, move into our cow. Exhaling cat and inhaling cow. Or seated cat and cow. Or blocks underneath our forearms. Especially if we're healing our wrists. Focusing on the lower part of our back, the lower back, rounding, letting go of that tension if we were doing some shoveling today. Last one, child's pose or downward facing dog. So you can slide the hips back. Keep your arms on the blocks if you want to. Or slide one under your forehead or move up into downward dog. Breathe. Child's pose or downward dog can be a pose to go to anytime during class to reset. And we'll flow from child's pose or downward dog into a full or kneeling plank, coming forward and then back. Warming up the lower back again. So flowing. Another modification, forearm plank. So forearms down. So that'd be more like puppy pose into a bit of a plank. Forearm plank, you can bring the focus more into our back. One more of these lovelies. And we come back to all fours. Or blocks under our forearms. Keeping our hips up above our knees, reaching our left arm up. for a twist, or putting it back behind your back. I like it on my back. So intense. My characters on my printouts are so bendy. Other side, and reach up to the other side. Or onto our low back. This is called revolved tabletop. All right, back to tabletop. So that's all fours or hands on blocks. And then child's pose again, or downward dog. Take a nice stretch one more time between across our lower back. Releasing resistance to find some freedom in our joints today. Right, looking up at our hands, let's make our way again to all fours, and then left foot coming up between the hands, or right foot, whichever one you want to do. Keeping our right hand down or on a block, and reaching our left arm up. I've heard this stretch referred to in actually spin classes as one of the best stretches in the world. So right hand down, left knee forward, left hand up. Other side. Drawing the other foot forward, so most likely your right. Then your left hand is down, and we're reaching our right arm up. We're still pressing into that front foot though, so that we can feel a nice stretch in our glute, in our hip. Release resistance, finding some mobility in our hips. Wonderful. All right, so now again, flowing child's pose into that kneeling plank, or a puppy pose, shifting onto the forearms into a sphinx, forward and back. Wonderful. All right, my friends, let's make our way up to a forward fold. So take your time, all fours, one foot coming up. We push off the back foot, or however you want to make it up to the top of your mat. Halfway flow, inhale coming halfway up. Exhale going down. Inhale just halfway. Exhale, relax. A few more. Now we're inviting in some, not tension, but we're noticing how that low back is now contracting to lift up our body, and then relaxing to lower it. One more. Moving into a flowing forward fold. Inhale, sweep up, take your time coming up. Well, actually just halfway down into airplane. Let's be nice. So don't get dizzy. Halfway down, back up, breathing in, breathing out, hinging forward. Making sure to bend our knees. I'm going to turn the music up so you guys don't hear me cracking so much. One more. All right, we'll hold up and hold onto our right hand. And then we have some options here. Keeping our feet strong and stable in mountain, or if you want to practice balance, right toes to the left heel. If you'd like to stretch your IT band, which you would have used for shoveling, bring that foot all the way around, pressing into our right foot, reaching our right hand. So we have a big stretch from that right leg all the way up. And we're creating some space in our wrist as well as we pull our hand away whilst we press into our right foot. Other side, sweep up, breathe in, grab the wrist, and then choose how we want to have our feet today. Space, balance, or an IT band stretch, tipping over, and some modifications, of course, like I said, head supported by hand can be an option, especially for healing our back today or neck. Wonderful job. Let's release. Big breath up, inhale, Exhale, hands come to our heart. Let's step our left foot back so that we turn down the length of our mat to move into moonflowers. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, bend our elbows, bend our knees and start to flow. Closing our eyes if it feels okay. Moving with our breath. The knees tracking out towards the middle of our feet or the top, out towards the sides. And our hips sliding back, keeping our chest up. Releasing resistance now again. Breathing in determination, courage, and confidence today as we walk through the world. Gently, of course. If you'd like to add our sunflower, we sweep down for the mat and inhale to sweep up and exhale to hinge down. All on your own. Move with your breath. Amazing. One more, stepping up to the tops of our mats. Flowing chair. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, sit back in the chair. High, low, or medium? Low. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Airflow. Just on the low side. Oh. Few more flowing chairs. Last one. And into chair. And into bear. Belly on thighs, arms reach forward, or our arms are on our blocks. Strong core, both feet pressed down. Forward fold, breathe out, stretch out the backs of our legs. Let's hold our elbows. Take a rock side to side if we want to. Letting our head be heavy. Wonderful. Forward fold and then a halfway lift. Breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Is that rain or snow? I don't know. Exhale to chair. My husband's driving in this from Sudbury all the way back up. And we'll make our way into mountain. Okay. Sun salutations with or without a chair. Oh, I don't even have a chair today. So without a chair for me for sure. And we'll have that option to hold our lunges up at the top of our mat. You can use those blocks on either side of your mat to help you up and down. All right, take your time. Make our way in. Let's go. Big, beautiful breath up. Inhale up to the sun. Exhale, dive to the earth. Thankful and grateful. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold again. We're bending our knees, stepping our left foot back. With or without our blocks, we can stay in this runner's lunge or rise up into a full lunge or have our left knee down on the mat for a kneeling lunge. Hands come to heart. If we're going to flow today, no arms, all about the legs. So bending and straightening. You could bend and reach forward like this if you want to. A little bit different. Or we'll step back to downward facing dog, child's pose, or all fours. We can stay again in child's pose or down dog, or we'll choose to flow forward into a plank, all the way down to our belly or chaturanga, or flow your lunge, cobra, back to our belly. We'll inhale to a kneeling plank. Exhale, child's pose. Our right foot coming up between the hands. We rise up into our lunge with our friends that are flowing. We'll hold with hands at heart. Draw the front tips of our hips together. Feel how strong we are through our core. And then push to forward fold and breathe out. Halfway up, breathe in. Exhale, fold all the way up. Sweep up to the sky. Exhale into chair pose with cat back. Rounded out our back. Inhale to cow. Exhale, one more cat. And all the way up. Breathe in, sweep up to the sky. Exhale to mountain. Let's do it again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive to the earth. Halfway up, breathe in. Exhale, fold. This time the right foot going back. We find ourselves in a lunge where we can flow or make our way back to downward dog, all fours, or child's pose. And flow again or hold. Inhale into a plank as an option. Exhale down to our belly, our cobra, our up dog. Open the heart. Back to our bellies. Kneeling plank, breathe in. Child's pose, breathe out, or down dog. Left foot up between the hands. We'll meet in our lunge. We'll hold our lunge, hands to heart. Let's press our palms together this time. Feel the strength of our chest, our core, and forward fold, breathing out. Head is heavy, neck is long, halfway up. Exhale, fold. All the way up, breathe in. Exhale, chair pose, cat back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat back again, round it out and all the way up, breathe in, sweep to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, we want to have lots of time so we can have a long, nice long relaxation, legs up the wall with some modifications. Yes. Okay, so let's do, I would love to do triangle pose today with an option to extend our triangle. You don't have to if that doesn't feel good though, of course. So right foot forward, if you're going to use a block or a chair, it's up towards the top of your mat. And stepping the left foot back. Let's take that left heel down onto the mat and bend our right knees. Let's go into warrior two to begin our practice today. Softening through our shoulders. And then taking into account if we're healing our shoulders, palms can face up. Palms can come together at our heart. It feels nice, allowing our eyes a rest to bring focus to our other senses. Especially that sense of touch as our feet feel the earth. The air touches our skin. Releasing busyness today to encourage some healing. Straightening out our right leg, reaching our right hand forward and down into triangle. It can feel nice to stop here on a block or a chair. If you'd like to do extended angle or extended triangle today, your top hand now reaches towards me. Palm open towards the window. So we feel a big stretch across the top side of our body into our back. This does not feel nice. Tuck your arm back behind you. Looking down at our front foot, we'll lift our back heel, bend our front knee. We come into a lunge. Now remember, we talked about this amazing stretch, one of the best ones you can do. Left hand to the mat or a block, right hand reaching up. If it feels better, take your left knee down to the mat as an option. We will unwind ourselves and step back to down dog or child's pose. Or any other version of this that feels good. Looking up between the hands, we'll walk our feet up to the hands. Halfway lift, we'll breathe in. Bear pose, exhale. Inhale, albatross. Arms wide. Exhale, forward fold, straightening out our legs. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. All the way up, sweeping to the sun, the moon, the stars, the sky world. Exhale to chair. Back up. And we meet in mountain. Let's do our warrior two and triangle on the other side. So our left foot forward, your right foot stepping back to the heel to come down, and we open up towards the wall now. Into warrior two, left knee bending. Softening through our shoulders if that feels a little bit better. Reaching long. Maybe the palms are up if that feels nicer for your shoulders. And we feel space between our earlobes and our shoulders. Great job. Moving into triangle, straightening out our left leg, reaching our left hand towards me, and then we bring that left hand towards the calf or the shin on our left leg. Or that amazing block, best friend in yoga besides the wall, I'd say. If you'd like to extend your triangle today, you're reaching your top arm towards me, or tuck it behind you if we're healing that shoulder. Staying here, inviting in relaxation, releasing busyness to encourage healing that maybe needs to take place. Looking down at our front foot, we'll bend our front knee, lift our back heel, our right hand down to the mat or the block, and lifting our left arm up for our twist in the opposite direction. 3. Awesome job. All right, take it back to child's pose or downward facing dog. We're here, we're resting, we're resetting. We're feeling a stretch down the backs of our legs if we're in down dog. And all fours. Wonderful spinal balance, right arm forward, left foot back. Feel the stretch down the sides of the back. Breathe. Actively reaching through that right hand as the left heel reaches back. And switching sides, if it feels better, use a block for your supporting elbow. Long neck, strong, stable connection. Drawing our belly button towards our spine, feeling the length. Beautifully done. Child's pose again. Let's move a wide leg child's pose so you get a little bit more space between your knees. Sit right back towards our heels. If you'd like to massage your forehead on your block, that can feel lovely. Let your eyeballs kind of stretch down and away from your brain. It is time to take our practice to a wall for legs up a wall. Some different flows. The bolster's there for at the end if we want to do our legs up the wall with the bolster underneath our back. If you don't want to move to the wall for this, you don't have to. Just to give you a quick preview, because we'll be doing things like this kind of pigeon where we use the the wall as a stretch, or like this. You could do those things without the wall.
We don't need our bolsters. but-
Not until the end.
Can I go there?
Yeah, of course. I'm just, you don't want to be on camera.
You know what? I'll
You're
go
good.
back there. That's fine.
Okay.
If you want, I'll go back. that
Remind
way.
me how to get up the wall again?
Okay, so if you want to get up the wall, you want to lay on your side first.
Okay.
So you lay on your side with your booty pressed up against the wall. Then you sweep one leg up and then the other. And we end up with our legs up the wall. Take your time getting in. If you need to adjust.
I'm only half on my mat, but that's okay.
So we're never stuck in any position. We're moving into legs up a wall. Breathe.
Was my bum supposed to be right?
It doesn't have to be touching. Nope, not at all. Breathe. So our first pose, after we've been here for a few breaths, we're crossing our right knee, our right ankle over our left knee, but we're keeping the other leg straight on the wall. It's called the eye of the needle at the wall. Breathe. You could use your opposite hand to press on the inside of your knee if you wanted to. You don't have to, of course. Breathe. We've got a strong left foot or whatever ankle you have crossed over. Maybe it's your right. Probably your right, since I told you. Not on. We'll check one. Okay. Now we bend that leg that's straight. And we feel that deep stretch now. It doesn't have to come down to 90. We're just bending that leg. And we start to feel a stretch in our hip from that leg that's crossed. Yes. One of the reasons why we don't have to be super close to the wall for this one. If we're not using a wall, like maybe you're at home, you're not using the wall, we've got our figure 4 pose. If you feel like you're too close to the wall, you can move your back side a little bit further away. This is sleeping pigeon. So before we do the other side, we'll do butterfly at the wall. Soles of our feet come together. And we're resting in butterfly at the wall. Knees out to the sides. Gravity, passively stretching our inner thighs. A restorative end to our practice today. We're not quite there, though. We got quite a bit left. Softening our jaw. Let's draw the knees back towards each other, soles of the feet on the wall, and we'll extend our feet once again up until legs up a wall. And then our eye of the needle. with one leg extended, the other leg crossed, the ankle across the knee or the up onto our quad. Just doing whatever side you didn't do before. Releasing tension and inviting in relaxation. You can bring your arms to cactus arms if that feels nice. Or palm tree arms. So we have those two options, reaching for our elbows up above behind our head, or cactus arms. And bending that straight leg until we feel the stretch in our other hip. Our sleeping pigeon. We're here in sleeping pigeon for about a minute, maybe two. You're never stuck though. If it feels good to come out, make adjustments. You just want to feel the stretch in the hip. There's no right or wrong or perfect version of this pose. Encouraging healing. Softening the jaw again. You could feel with your breath as you breathe in, feel expansion through the hip. By releasing tension in our hip, encouraging stretching and tension being released from the lower back. We have a wall squat next. So now the feet come back onto the wall with the knees bent and your feet are going quite far apart. It's like you're in a, let's say in the bottom of our, in a goddess pose, only now instead of the floor, we have the wall. Your toes can be open or point them up towards the ceiling, whatever feels good, so that you're in a squatting position with no pressure on our knees. Amazing. We're here for another minute, and then we're going into a wide leg stretch after our squat. It's well, according to my notes, it's a wall squat, but yeah, this could be like a restorative goddess pose. You could make it more about muscle strengthening by pressing your feet into the wall to bring awareness, or enjoy just the stretch of it. We can have our cactus arms again for our goddess pose at the wall. And now moving into wide leg. So wide legs, heels reaching up to the corners of the room. Sorry, Brenda, I can move that. Don't worry about that. So here in this one, we're stretching our inner thighs with gravity. So it's passive. Instead of our wide leg forward fold that we do, now we have a wide leg stretch at the wall legs. Out wide. And in our wide leg forward, or I guess it's not forward fold, sorry. Trying our alternate nostril breathing without touching our nose. Try to focus on breathing in one nostril and out the other. And then breathing in and out. So feeling the air, that prana life flowing in one side, flowing out the other. You can bring your awareness to your sinuses. Amazing. And our final pose is again, legs up a wall. If you'd like to roll over onto your side, or I'm sorry, if you would like for me to put your bolster underneath your lower back, I will come around and do that for you. You'll need to move to your side again and bring your backside up towards the wall if it feels okay. There we go. I know it's so good. Let me tell you all the benefits of legs up the wall. Welcome. Go up. So any of the other poses too, if you wanted to be in a butterfly pose or legs wide, would you like the bolster, Brenda?
Sure, I'll give it a try. I have to have it just a little bit.
Either or. Personally, I like to have my backside right up against the wall again or towards the wall. Side. Keep the feet bent. Now press into the wall so you can lift up. Now put your backside back down. There, so you feel the support under the low back. Oh, okay, everybody.
I'm gonna strangle myself with my t-shirt.
Okay, please no strangling of ourselves at all. That is unacceptable. Because you're scooting forward and it's like pulling it on. Oh, I see.
Note to self, wear silver shirt.
So I'll just show you what we did there. You're at home. We've rolled onto our side. Come up. We press into the wall with our feet. Our bolster slips underneath, maybe a pillow. And then we choose our options. Maybe we love that butterfly one and maybe it doesn't feel good to hold our legs up there or legs wide. But whatever we choose, we most likely have our feet above our heart. And we've settled in for our Shavasana. Please raise your hand if you do not want a neck or forehead massage today. Oh. I'll come around in just a moment. I'll tell you all the benefits of our legs up a wall. So first off, our sciatic nerve. The support of the wall that it gives to the legs in this pose relaxes the legs completely. So legs up the wall pose is good for tired leg muscles and works on removing any strain due to sciatica. It can soothe the nervous system. It's an inversion pose, and it brings a soothing effect on the entire nervous system. It further calms the mind if the focus is towards breathing deep while in this pose. Our legs up a wall relaxes the lower back. A wall is a great support for the legs. There's no pressure on the abdomen or the lower back to maintain this pose. As a result, the lower back gets its maximum support. And this further reduces the stiffness around the muscles near the sacrum. Relaxes your neck and shoulders. There's no pressure on the shoulders or the neck here. Relaxes the shoulders and the neck with the right focus on breathing. Can be a relaxing pose for runners if you like to run. Brings in a healthy supply of blood to the legs and hips. It improves digestion, or can improve digestion. That fresh blood to the abdomen works to improve digestion and helps in an overall feeling of well-being in your abdomen. Can prevent varicose veins. Reversing the flow of blood helps prevent varicose veins in the legs due to extended sitting. Enough about that pose. Time to relax. We're here for about 8 to 9 more minutes. If it's not restful, you can move out anytime you want to. I'll be putting on a guided meditation for you today. I will be stopping the recording, but not the Zoom meeting for you.